Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. Happy August. Technically it's still July, but we're near the end of the month. This video is not coming out until August, so I'm just rolling with it. I am super excited, as per usual every month, because it's time to start another pick for the Mending Hearts book club, which is the book club that my bestie Stasia and I co-host. It is romance-based, romance-focused, and our August pick is a new to both of us author, and the author is Brittainy Cherry, and we are going to be reading DISGRACE. I've had a couple of friends read this one and really enjoyed it, so I very much look forward to getting it at some point over the next couple of weeks. My summer class will be finishing up soon, so I'm planning to take full advantage of that time that I have off between summer and fall classes, and also getting off work earlier now with my new work schedule, to read a ton of books. And naturally this one is near the top of my list as I need to get to it for August's book club. But yeah, as per usual, I don't know anything about this book because I'm just the worst. Stasia and I primarily pick books off the hype, or like good things that we've heard about these books, or just like FOMO and things like that. So that's very much what this one is. We have both wanted to try out this author, and now is the chance to do so as we picked it for the book club. So I cannot wait to start this one. I know that it's about a woman who's getting divorced, and she meets Jackson, who is supposed to just be a summer fling, but somehow she starts developing feelings for him, and he's not supposed to be the person for whom that she develops feelings for, because like she wants to also work things out with her husband. I don't know. I don't quite know the organization of the synopsis, but I do know that it's about a man named Jackson who is supposed to be a fling with this woman who is going through a really hard time in her life. And yeah, that's all I've got for y'all so far, but as per usual, once I get to 25%, I will update y'all. I will be annotating this one. I have had so much fun doing that over the last couple of months, and do want to do it with this one as well, so I will be updating y'all with my tabs throughout my reading progress. But it's not quite August yet. It's July 28th, so I'm hoping to start it over the next couple of days, but not until like August 1st, so early next week once we get there. And hopefully I can finish this book super quickly and read it fast, since school will be finishing up like I already said, and I plan to read a ton of books before the fall semester starts. So I'll catch y'all at 25%. I plan to hopefully do some clips of me reading the book, or like just vlog clips, you know, with music in the background and things like that. So fingers crossed I remember to do that, but we shall see. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to y'all whenever I get to 25% of this book. Can't wait to get to it, and I hope that it's a winner for our book club. I've been at 25% into this book for a minute now, but I've been traveling. I hadn't really felt like reading, so no update was filmed. But I'm here today. All my traveling is done for the year now. I've got a couple of days left until the fall semester starts. I do plan to buckle up during these last 3 days and focus on reading. So I wanted to do my 25% update for DISGRACE. That way I can continue reading it a little bit today. But I am officially 25% of the way through this book. I'm on page 99, chapter 11 right now, and so far it is pretty good. I haven't cried yet. Stasia is pretty much guaranteeing that I will cry at some point. She's convinced that I will because she was tearing up throughout the book, but so far no super crazy emotions have been put into play. But I do have my fingers crossed for some crying, because one, I love crying in books. I feel like it is just such a testament to how good books are, like just how powerful words can be when books make you cry. But also I could just cry in general right now, so would honestly love it if this book kind of helped spurred me to that point. but 25% of the way into this one. This book, I think I kind of gave a synopsis at the beginning of this vlog, but this is about Jackson and I think her name is Grace, and right now they hate each other. Grace is going through a divorce with her husband, who she believes is her soulmate. He is a dirtbag, has cheated on her, and has not been who he really says that he is. And so they both end up going back to their hometowns, or I guess hometown because they're from the same place. And Grace, on her first night back, runs into a man named Jackson. He's probably a couple years younger than she is, and he kind of has a reputation around the town for not being super great. But a couple people who believe in him, who love him, are trying to convince her that he has a better side to him, even as they hate each other. And so right now, nothing super crazy going on between the two of them, but you can tell that they have chemistry, and that's something probably, hopefully, will be blossoming between them soon. But yeah, that's pretty much this one. I think it hits really hard because it is about like falling out of love and like the pain of that, and like suffering through that kind of stuff before finding like true love, even if it's in a person who is unexpected. So I do really hope that I cry, but we'll see what ends up happening with my emotions during this one. I will say so far, like, no even inkling of tears yet, but I don't know, Stasia is convinced that I will cry, so hopefully I can make her happy in that way. But that's all that I've got for this update so far. It's pretty good. It's kind of slow. It did take me a little bit to get into, but I think it's picking up now that the characters are kind of interacting a little bit more between Jackson and Grace. So fingers crossed we get some more action between them soon. But yeah, so far so good. Nothing like super intense or emotional has happened yet though, so don't really have a like rating that I would predict giving it at this point, but hopefully by my next update I'll be feeling more one way over the other. Happy Saturday, y'all. I am officially 50% of the way through Disgrace. Still no tears, still no crying, but there was one moment maybe 30 pages ago where tears did well up in my eyeballs. They did not fall down my face, so I do not consider that crying yet, but there was definitely a moment where I was like this close to being very sad. Or to crying. I mean, I was sad. I was very close to crying, but I didn't quite make it over that ledge, if you know what I mean. It is getting better for sure. I would say that even like an hour ago, I was very much like, if I'm not getting into it anytime soon, like it's gonna be 3.5 or 4 stars. But now that I'm into it, and now that Grace and Jackson have like whatever their summer fling relationship is, I am enjoying watching them and their chemistry like grow and develop, and watching them begin to fall for each other, even though one of their rules in this summer fling is to like not develop feelings. Like even though they say that, I can tell that they both feel something stronger for the other person than just lust, and I am excited to watch that develop. This book very much has content warnings for miscarriage, loss of child, loss of loved one, grief, and cheating. Those are all very big themes within this book, which makes it very hard to read at times. Like that's why I was tearing up at a part a couple chapters ago. And I expect it, like those emotions, to continue building up as we continue on in the book. I have like 180 pages left, 160 pages left. I have a number of pages left. I have less than 200 left until I finish the book. I have a little bit less than a week until August is over. I'm hoping to get to 75% tomorrow. I have a couple of things going on, but nothing super crazy, and I should have time to read this book, and then I need to finish it really before the 31st so I can get my vlog up at the beginning of September. So that is the goal. But I am enjoying it more now. I don't think it'll be a 5-star read at this point, but maybe I will change. Maybe the book will become better for me, or maybe my opinions on it will change now that we're into it at the 50% mark. So I'll update y'all again when I get to 75% in about 90 pages or so, and I will hopefully have an update that includes crying, but we'll see. So I texted Stasia about the whole crying thing, and She said that because I haven't yet cried at 75%, I will most likely not be crying at all during this book, which is fine. I think this book hit her harder because of the season of life that she is currently in, just with like being married and things like that, whereas like I'm not. And so like while I still really feel for these characters, I'm not getting hit quite as hard as she was. But I am very much enjoying the book now. I think I mentioned that in my last update. I have less than 100 pages left. I got to 75% while my kiddos napped today at work, which was really nice. And I do hope to finish the book up tonight. Not my favorite romance that I've ever read. Definitely not a 5-star read, but definitely enjoyable. Definitely addicting once you get into it, which I'm officially into it after the 50% mark or so, and I cannot wait to finish this one up tonight. I'm hoping that there's no third act breakup, but there most likely will be, which is kind of a bummer, but hopefully it's redeemable in the end. I'm not a fan of them. I don't find them necessary most of the time, and a lot of times I just feel like they make me dislike the characters a little bit because of the immaturity and lack of communication, which I know is like maybe realistic, but is still frustrating. So yeah, I'll update y'all hopefully tomorrow with my final updates for this vlog. I ended up binging a lot of it yesterday and today at work, or else I probably would not have finished this book on time for the end of August, because it is the 28th and I have 3 days left to finish this book for our book club. So I did it, but barely. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Nothing super crazy. I am very much enjoying it now though, and I cannot wait to see how Jackson and Grace's story ends. I finished DISGRACE like 48 hours ago, and I still have no rating to give the book. If I had to pick right now, I think I'm going with a 3-star. This was certainly not my favorite book club pick. I really struggled at the beginning to actually get into it. I was reading the pages super slow, having to reread things because my focus just wasn't all there, and it took me probably half the book. I think it was the 50% update when I said I was finally into it. It took me 50% to like really get into the book and want to continue picking it up. So unfortunately this book was not my favorite for the book club. It's probably actually the book that I rated the lowest out of all of our book club picks if I'm just like looking at them. I'm pretty sure that this is the lowest rating that I've given a book club pick. 3 stars is not bad by any means. I liked the book, I just did not love it. I did not cry during it like I was expecting, which is totally fine. Like, we all have different things that make us cry in books, but it just didn't hit me as emotionally as I thought it would based off other people's reviews. But maybe it was just my headspace, honestly, while reading this one. So while it was good, not my favorite. Would recommend it. I do want to read more from this author. Brittainy did just get picked up by either Bloom or Atria or Berkeley or Sourcebooks. One of the big publishers picked up one of her series. So I do want to read more from her. I have heard amazing things. This one just wasn't my favorite book ever. But I did finish this one with just a couple of days to spare. Tomorrow is the last day of the month, so I'll take it as a win, wrapping up this vlog before then. This video certainly will not be out by the end of the month, but at least I got the book done in time. So that's what we love to see. Content warnings for this book do include miscarriage, grief, loss of loved ones, cheating, divorce, separation, death, in a car accident in the past, substance abuse in the past, and drunkenness, like alcohol addiction. But yes, I think that's all of them, but I'll have a full list in the description down below as per usual for my reading vlogs. Yeah, that's this vlog. I do think that most other people in the book club loved this book way more than I did, which is totally fine. That's why I love reading, that's why I love books. But yeah, I love the differing opinions. Not my favorite, but I'm excited to discuss it with the book club in a couple of days when we have our end of the month discussion over it. And I also look forward to picking up something else by this author someday. I'm gonna go ahead and share what our September pick is, because I do hope to get this book out in early September. We'll be reading, I could get my copy from over there, but I don't really feel like it. We are reading Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This is a STEM romance. I have read all of Ali's works and am obsessed with them, so I have very high expectations for this one. Hopefully I do not get let down, But that's our September pick. Fake dating, I think. She hates him because like he's the worst or whatever. Follows the same tropes as most of her other stuff does, but regardless, I cannot wait to read it. So if you are not already a part of a book club and want to hang out with us, please feel free to join our Discord and Instagram, which are linked in the description down below. We would love to hang out with some more romance readers, or if you want to get into romance, feel free again to come hang out with us. We would love to have you join us. So yay! That wraps up this reading vlog for the month of August for the Mending Hearts book club pick, which was Disgrace by Brittany Cherry. I cannot wait for September's pick and hope to see you join us. But thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.